I know that you started mostly singing on Twitch before the sort of having a falcon on, or having the bird on the stream. But how did you choose Twitch as sort of your platform to desire to do this as a hobby at first, before obviously the success that you've garnered there?
Yeah, crazy story. I had no idea what Twitch was before I started, let alone OBS, Stream Elements, God, none of that, right? I was on Omegle one night and I met guys that were Twitch streamers, like, like a few viewers playing Destiny or whatever game. And I became friends with them. They got me to download Discord. So I would talk to them on Discord. It was like this group of guys and they're gamers, which I know nothing about games either. But I would talk to them on Discord. And then we followed each other on Instagram, whatever. And they saw my singing videos on Instagram and they were like, you should stream on Twitch. So they walked me through the OBS download on my MacBook Air and told me what mic to get and told me what camera to get and all that. And it went from there. But I would have never picked Twitch on my own. I didn't know what it was. So that's all them. They made me.
How much time do you think in a given week you're investing in Twitch right now specifically? Because I know you put a lot of time into YouTube and vlogging and other things as well.
Streaming itself, not a lot. I mean, I stream 4 days a week for like 3 to 6 hours at a time. So the hours live is not that much. The hours spent offline on Twitch or thinking about Twitch or Twitch related is, I don't want to know what that number is. It's disgusting.
I want to ask about how you think this is something we talked to Atrioc a little bit about last week, and he had a really good answer about this too. Twitch is a platform that struggles with user retention. It struggles with monetization as well, because it's like it almost feels so up and down. It's not very consistent, whereas YouTube is kind of the opposite. Obviously, you're successful on both. It's something he was talking about was that he used Twitch almost as a feeder system to get people to YouTube for him, and to build that as sort of a vertical, although he kind of did it somewhat unintentionally with this story. But I want to ask you about that yourself. How do you prioritize what you're putting first when you were creating content, and how are you using them against one another to drive people to other content?
Yeah, that's a good question. Atrioc is definitely better at that kind of thing than I am. Very smart man. Twitch is my main platform. So all the content that I do on Twitch too that's not conservation education related is meant to funnel into my conservation content. So the most important thing on my channel is teaching people about animals, is Alveus, the nonprofit, spreading conservation messaging to as many people as possible. But everything else is kind of means to an end. Everything else is to grow my brand so that Alveus is bigger. So videos on YouTube, the hope is that it drives to my Twitch channel. It's probably smarter to do it the other way around. That's what Nick Pollum is doing, that Atrioc is doing, the right. You want to drive people to your YouTube channel. But for me, I like Twitch the most as a platform. I like streaming the most. I don't like filming content for YouTube offline. In fact, I don't ever really film content for YouTube offline. So Twitch is where it's at for me. All my other platforms, Instagram, Twitter, again, just to help grow my brand and to sell, and TikTok. I don't even want a TikTok. I really only have one because my agent convinced me that I should have one. And I don't think that there's much translation that happens there from TikTok to any other platform, but there's potential for education if it grows. So it's there.
I heard you mention that you got clipped and put on livestream fails. Livestream fails is always this place that I think most streamers dread being on, because it's usually for doing something really stupid or like, so I mean, it's in the name of the subreddit. It seems like, though, in your case, that was, at least at the time, a force for good, gave you like a lot of broad exposure. What was that experience like, that first moment that you kind of started to gain more audience size for having a bird of prey on stream, which obviously is abnormal to the platform?
Yeah, it was absurd. I don't have the numbers, but the rate at which my channel grew at the beginning, from that exposure from LSF, was insane. So it was super overwhelming at the start. There was a while where I thought that I was just gonna quit because I was like, this is too much. Like, this is, because I never got into streaming thinking that it was gonna be a career, right? I went live to do like some music streams because I was bored and lonely and whatever. But I never meant for it to be my career. So once I started blowing up, I never thought about it like that. I was just like, this is a lot. Like, so yeah, it was overwhelming, but I mean, I am what I am today because it started there, because of LSF. So I'm grateful for it.
Thanks for watching Visionaries on YouTube. For more content, please subscribe to the Overcome channel.